And Sherrel.
And I'm with News OK, and Sherrel is our passion for food columnist for the Oklahoman. We're talking about greens today, how important they are, and where you get them.
Well, the best greens, of course, come from our local markets because this is the season, the springtime, when the air is still cool, it's not sultry hot. Our local producers grow wonderful greens. And one of the things that's an early spring crop, and it extends on into the warmer weather, of course, onions. They get bigger, are onions. And which one of these onions would you like to have
Yeah, so you
for
have
dinner?
this.
Right.
And then you have this. And I would say this looks fresher. It definitely looks fresher.
It definitely is. This one travels 1,700 miles.
Wow.
It's not that it's a bad onion. It is an organic onion, but it traveled a great distance. And you know, the longer you travel, you get a little travel worn. So naturally, a vegetable is going to
local.
be. Yes, and this has a wonderful aroma. You know, I know some people might think, ooh, all onions smell the same. Right. They don't. Huh. It's amazing the difference in the two. Smell of this one, and then.
Wow, this one is a lot more.
And it's very pleasant, you know. And I thought it'd be fun to create an Oklahoma steak and use these as a seared onion. You could do this on the grill.
Very nice.
But today we're going to
steak and green onions.
Right, we're going to back up and do ours on a grill pan. Okay. And I like to start by just halving the onion, like so, and then we're going to lay it like this. And you could do this on the grill, or you could leave them whole. Okay. But I like to do the halves because it sort of opens them up to have all that flavor.
That fragrant,
I have trimmed this up. This was a couple of club steaks. And see how much I trimmed it up. You could still garnish a little bit of meat from around this. It's not highly marbled, but I wanted to show you how much I took off of that. Yes. Okay. Just sit it over there. And I left this, and I put this on a paper towel because meat browns better when it's dry. Really? So if you just blot it with a paper towel, then it's dry. I might go ahead and cut this into 3 pieces. And here I have a grill pan that I've seasoned, and I've put a little bit of, just a little tiny pat of butter, and I'm taking the heat-proof brush. I've preheated this, then I put the butter in, and I'm also going to put a tiny bit of olive oil. Don't need much, just a drop or two. And I'll put some more olive oil on it to season it at the end when we add the greens. And so then I'm going to take my steaks. Let me turn this up just a little bit. What I want to happen is for when the steak hits the pan, I want it to sizzle. If it doesn't, you're going to end up with kind of a steak that's sort of mushy, like you're boiling it instead of really. It needs to sizzle.
There's the sizzle.
So we've got the sizzle. And this is how you can use a grill pan. And once it starts sizzling and browns on one side, we'll come back to it and show you. But in the meantime, I want to tell you a little bit about a couple of the other greens that I found at the market. In addition to this arugula here, they have a wonderful spinach. And this was just beautiful, and it's so fresh.
Very nice.
And these are mustard greens. And you can leave the stems in because these are so tender and fresh. Unlike some of those that I find at the grocery store, have big, tough stems. We're just going to use arugula today with our onions and have sort of an Oklahoma-style seared steak. So as soon as these brown, we'll turn them over. Now we're going to just start laying our onions around the steak. I might need to shorten those stems just a little bit. I'm just snuggling the onions up next to the steak. And let me see if this is brown enough to turn. Yes, we have nice grill marks. And once you get the browning started, you can add a little pepper. I'm using lemon pepper because we're going to finish this off with a little bit of fresh lemon juice on the plate.
This looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
What great techniques that you have.
Well, it's just using a good product. Let's put some of these on the plate. What I'm going to do is make a little pan juice thing here. I'm going to put a little balsamic vinegar in the pan. And then probably a little bit of wine or water, and we stir that around, and we can pour it on this if we like. I'm going to turn this fire down.
Is that kind of like a steak sauce almost?
It's kind of like a steak sauce.
Okay.
We'll do it. You could add almost anything you want to add to it. Sometimes I even use pomegranate juice on this, but I don't want to take away from this, this basic flavor that we have here. Finish this off with a little bit of lemon juice.
Oh, nice.
Like
Fresh,
so.
fresh lemon juice.
And then we can put some of our arugula around if we wanted to make it like a Florentine
pretty healthy
steak.
meal.
Oh
Look at
yes, it is. It is. And then I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil and lemon juice to this. We'll just put a little bit more on. Yum yum.
Wow.
We're just going to sizzle this over the top of the greens like so. Fresh greens with just some very intensely flavored balsamic deglaze, and on the onions.
Is it so good?
So good, so good.
How neat.
So we're going to put just a few little drops here. So there you have
fabulous. It. Oh, wow.
So we have a nice Oklahoma seared onion and steak.
There you go. So your
entree.
Greens, you got to have your greens. Your mom always wanted you to eat your greens. Why don't do it in such a wonderful, yummy way? That's for sure.
We'll garnish it with a little extra lemon.
There we go. Well, thank you so much. So you can find this recipe in the Oklahoman in the Life section under Sherrel Jones' Passion for Food column. She definitely has a passion for food, and it pays off. It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.